Salam Labas, Kushimazien. Hey guys, it's Erin. And, one of the biggest questions I always get is, what is it like driving in Morocco? So today I figured I would make you guys a quick video talking about the good, the bad, and the stuff that still surprises me as an American living here. All right, guys, this is one of the intersections that's near my house. As you can see, the actual chaos. The people. All right, guys, I just came like 5 minutes from where I was to, I don't know, this is center of Tamara. Very, very busy, but I just realized that my phone is out of internet and I've got to go pay my bill. It's not late, but I guess I ran out of what I had. Still dealing with that, guys. And I guess I'm not dealing with it as much now because I'm not going live as much. Smahalia, inshallah, I will go live, but I got to go pay my phone bill. But, so driving in Morocco, there are definitely some things that are just a given, okay? Everyone here that drives knows the rules, but do they follow them? La. Here's another intersection. I swear, there's so many cars in Morocco. You see a lot of pedestrians, like a whole lot of pedestrians. All right, so here are the things that I think that you should just are a given here in Morocco. Like I said, everyone knows the driving rules, but most people don't always follow them. Lanes aren't guaranteed. Just because there's lanes on the street, on the highways, doesn't mean that people stay in them. I would say majority of people like to hover between lanes or I don't know why. I don't know if they think it's a safety thing, because people do just pull out of stuff, So lanes are definitely something you need to know. They're not always guaranteed. Roundabouts, which I'm going to go walk to and show you. Roundabouts are huge in Morocco. I'm not sure if they're big in other countries, but America, they're not big. Roundabouts, I swear, if I had to think hard about the nearest roundabout to my house, it's most likely in a shopping center. We don't have roundabouts in America, or at least where I live, they're not popular. But Morocco, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. The biggest ones that I have seen are Tanja. Tanja has really, really big ones. There's big ones everywhere, but and they're chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. Unless there's a police officer there, especially in Rabat, or even this one that we're going to, this one can be a little crazy too. There's always police officers though at the bigger ones or at the really busy ones. The one that I'm going to here almost always has a police officer from morning until 10 or 11 at night. Now we're on side streets here. As you can see, it is quieter. It is much quieter, okay? The main street is right over there, but it is quieter. We will run into very tight streets though on these side streets. A lot of times I don't feel like there's any rules with parking on one side only. In America, we have in my town, Riverside, there are at least 10 different street signs that I could tell you about as far as parking and stuff, and I almost get run over by a car because they go so fast. All right, so in America, like I said, in my town, we have signs that are parking on one side only, one way. You guys have one way here. No parking, permit parking. So here it's there might be a sign, but honestly, the only sign that I feel like people do respect are the ones in front of the banks. The ones where it'll have literally X, and if it's in front of a bank or a government building, people respect that. People also respect in the bigger cities in Rabat, Tanja. I know that those places, they will get you for that stuff. They have cops out, in Rabat, they have cops out. They will tell you can't park there if you can't park there. But in these other cities that are next to the big cities, it's really anything goes for parking. Double parking is huge here in Morocco. So for instance, there's cars right here, right? It's Addy to have another layer of cars right there. And so all right, if this looks familiar to some of you, if you saw the video, I don't know, 5 months ago, me and the kids had a picnic over here on this grass, over this circle. Okay, so this is the circle that leads to, if you go left, Wula Matal is over here to my left, and then straight, I just lost my shoe. If you go straight, that will take you to Wefuck and center of Tamara. So this is a circle. Let me zoom in. This is a circle that has, let me see how many entry points. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, I think like 6 or 7 entry points. Right now that actually looks like it's flowing very good. There's no backup of traffic in the circle, but it does get crazy here. And like I said, there's usually always a cop here. Do I see him now? I don't see him now. Or is that him over there? The one time I say there's usually a cop here, he's not here. But these circles here are not for the weak. I promise you. I still get a little nervous with the circles. I've gotten way better with them. I mean, there's rules to the circle, so you think it would be like, oh, it should be easy because there's rules. Everybody follows the rules. But like I said, people don't follow the rules. Scooters just like to go. The scooters and the bikes, they just go. They don't care about nobody. They just go blindly most of the time. I rarely see a Glovo guy look before he just darts out into the street. I don't know. I feel like they feel like they got the luck or they have Allah on their side. But come on now. You can't be doing that stuff. You got to try to save yourself. But yeah, so this is one of the big circles that's near me too. And this way, right that way, is going to Rabat. So it's like a really big circle to go to a bunch of these towns right here. Oh yeah, the cop is there. But can we just take a moment to appreciate all the different ways that cars are coming into the circle, and people just gotta have patience. There's a bus. Oh guys, buses, they don't play. They don't play. They will, like, I mean, not that I've seen an accident with a bus, I'm sure there are, but if a bus is trying to, go, let them go. Don't cut off the bus. But I do see that happen a lot. But the bus drivers, I give major props. I do not know how they do it. But this is your average day. This is Tuesday. I'm surprised I'm not hearing more honking. Look, see these cars right here? They just start edging. See, their thing is all the way back here. But you edge, 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 and then you just dart. That's how I feel like Moroccans do it. They just go, you know? All right, so that was your typical roundabout in Morocco. Now listen, Marrakesh has all the bikes. Marrakesh is very, very, I think it's one of the top 3 for a hard drive. I think the top 3 are, okay, top 3 in order. Marrakesh is number 1 because of all the bikes. Casa just because there's so much traffic. And then I would put Tanja just because there's a lot of traffic there and a lot of stopping, because actually in the north, they do stop for pedestrians. Like, you have to stop for pedestrians in the north. I don't know why you have to there, but you don't have to here, even though it's a law everywhere. So in Tanja, there's a lot of pedestrian crossings where, like New York City, they cross. People are pretty good with it there. Okay, besides double parking, which is something that takes up space, also just remember pedestrians. Like I said, there are a ton of cars here, but just as many people drive, more people walk. And pedestrians are everywhere. And like I said, around here, they just go in the street. Like literally, I promise you, they just go. I still instill in my kids that you have to, look before you cross the street. But a lot of times here, people will just start crossing. So you have to watch out for them. Another thing is, people will literally just stop anywhere. So like, for instance, if they're gonna park, they might just literally be in a lane like right there and just stop. So you always have to be aware of people just stopping all of a sudden. I bet you a lot of the accidents are like rear-ended ones, because honestly, I have been in many situations where this has literally happened to me. I'm in a lane going the speed limit, maybe a little less than the speed limit. I never go more than the speed limit, unless like, I guess maybe if I'm on a highway and I go a little bit, but shwiya, but not in residential areas. It actually blows my mind how much people are so quick to like go on their gas pedal in these residential areas. It's not safe. Too many kids, too many pedestrians. It's not a good idea. Another thing you need to know about living here with driving is there are checkpoints, like the police checkpoints, a lot of places. I know the ones that are around where I live, you know, there's ones, a lot of coming into Rabat. But yeah, there are checkpoints everywhere, and that you getting pulled over in Morocco is not necessarily a big deal. Like in America, I swear, like, oh my God, like if you see a cop behind you, you're literally shaking. Here, you're not. Like, I have had cops like literally behind me all the time. I've had to pass cops before because they're like not paying attention with their driving and, you know, they're going too slow. In America, you would never like pass a cop, you know what I mean? But it's addy here, it's addy. Now, again, if you're in a checkpoint and they tell you to come over, it's not necessarily like this horrible thing, like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. No. I've seen so many people like, you know, laughing and smiling with the cops, you know, like there's a meme on IG where like they're having, actually it's real though, it's a video, but it's real, where a cop was having a tea with somebody they pulled over with. They were there for a while, but it's very addy. I've been stopped in the checkpoints for a couple of times, and I had to stop that. Oulamata, there are quite a few old women that ask for money, but I'm not crazy over these women because they're not like, they just scream at you. Like, and I am being serious, they really do just scream at you. I don't know what they're saying. I know they're asking for money or God bless me or whatever, but like, I can now see them and I know that they're gonna start, so I stopped her real quick. She screamed, give me money. But all right, so like I said, it's not a big deal to get pulled over in Morocco. I don't think so. I mean, as long as you're not doing anything bad. But it's more, those roundabouts, those checkpoints, is more about police control. It's not about necessarily they're telling you to come over because you did something, but it could totally be because they're just checking random people, you know. And the security here is top notch, guys. So, you know, that plays a little bit of a part in it. Well, hello. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Hello. Salam. Labas. Come here. Kushi Mazian? What? Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. All right, overall, driving is literally my top thing that I do not like about living in Morocco. But just with anywhere, there's always going to be things you don't like and you do like. And I'm going to take the overall safety of living here and the healthiness of the foods and just the good vibes over the driving. So if you come to Morocco, be prepared. The driving does take time to get used to. I've been here over a year and a half, almost 2 years this summer. I'm still not completely used to it, but I have gotten a lot better. The only thing I really wish would be different right now with me is, like, you know, we all get mad when we're driving because people do, ooh, ow. People do stupid stuff when they're driving, right? I want to express my anger like everyone else does, but unfortunately, like, I just look like a madman because I don't speak the language, so it's just some rubbish coming out of my mouth that nobody understands me. But inshallah, in the future, I will be fluent in Darija so that I can express my dissatisfaction to the driving if it happens right in front of me. You know what I mean? Somebody cuts me off, I want to be able to say in Darija, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Bislama.